Hello all, this is Charvak Lokayat and today I welcome you all in new video. So today I will be debunking another pseudoscience information and even a pseudo history that is being propagated on social media. In fact, I should be right now thankful to all the Facebook and the WhatsApp admins for providing me with such content that every day, literally every day, I can make one video and debunk it as a part of fun. However, I would also plan to make a future video where I would like to talk about what we Indians should be proud of versus what we shouldn't be proud of. So that that's worth discussion. So make sure wherever you see some pseudoscience post or a pseudo history or pseudo archaeology stuff, do share my video links and let the people know for all, especially the WhatsApp uncle and aunties. And today's video I will be debunking about the ancient telescope. Let's see how ancient it is. So let's get started. Do like, share the video. Ancient telescope depicted in 12th century Hoysaleshwara temple, Karnataka, Bharat. Okay, so point number one. Uh, it need not be telescope at all. It can be a trumpet. Okay, it can be a trumpet. It's fine. It's understood that there were kings and people and attendants used to celebrate the king and they probably used trumpet which is depicted. No issue. It could be. Point number two, they all look to be in a somewhat celebratory mode or a common folk. So how are they using telescope in that manner? Point number three, you can see that most of them are kind of doing day-to-day work. So what is the use of telescope in a day-to-day work? Normal. And here is another post. This is not even Indian this thing. This is somewhere belonging to London. Uh, Picture of the telescope, and they're telling it as it's ancient. And also 12th century is not ancient period. 12th century is medieval period. That is another point number 4 to be kept in mind. And this photo where you see the telescope is actually from a museum in London. So it doesn't even belong to India. So let's get started with the actual history. So actual history is the earliest existing record of a telescope was on the 17th century, that is 1608 patent submitted to the government in Netherlands by Middelburg spectacle maker Hans Lippershey for refracting telescope. The actual inventor is unknown, but the word of it spread through Europe. Galileo heard about it and 1609 built his own version and made his telescope. Observations of the celestial object. So that's what we need to keep in mind, how this actually came. So the earliest existing record or reference to telescope we have actually belong to 17th century or beginning of the 17th century, 1608, quite literally. And as I said, why it could be a trumpet is this picture. Alamy is a collection of all the pictures worldwide, and so this is from one of the Indian monument, and you could see a man holding a trumpet. So man holding a trumpet will be observing celestial objects. Is that the post wants to imply? I don't know. So as I said, there are a lot of problems. 12th century is not an ancient period, medieval period. Number two, they look to be in somewhat normal celebratory mode or day-to-day life, as you can expect, probably to praise the king, nothing else. So what is the use of telescope in that matter? Even if somebody assumes the telescope exists. And number three, you can see that there are normal observation. What were they observing? That's number three. Actually, we don't know. Okay. And here is the telescope. It is actually a pocket telescope from the London Museum, which they have used in the post to imply it as belonging to ancient India, which is completely false. And I have also showed you the previous picture that trumpets are common. Kings needed servants who could praise them or who could wake them up. and that was quite natural. So that's another thing to be kept in mind. And this is a pocket telescope from London Museum, and let me show you from what time. The maker's name, Doland London, is inscribed on the draw tube. The company was one of the leading makers of optical instruments in London from the 18th century onwards. So you can see the actual this thing here. It's from the 18th century. So quite literally the Facebook admin or the WhatsApp admin took a picture from London, from some museum's photo, and implied that it belongs to India. I mean, come on, why do you need to lie and tell false history? Let's be honest and share what we know about. Okay, so with this, I come to the end of the video. And as I said, when you see those posts, you can ask certain question. Number one, 12th century is not ancient, it's medieval. Number two, it could be a trumpet because they probably used it to wake up the king by the servants. That could be common in those days. Also, number three, even if it is a telescope, what is the use of people behind him who are standing? I mean, you see some 2 3 people standing behind him and they're carrying some normal thing. What is the use? Somebody is carrying something on their head. So, what does it imply? So, these are 2 3 points to be kept in mind. And point number 4, the telescope's actual record in existence comes from 17th century. And number 5, the photo of Indian telescope which they were showing, it doesn't even belong to India. It belongs somewhere to London. And they are sharing a lie. So with this, I come to the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon for the notification. I'm going to post all the links in description.